Good morning. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Kehillat Shari Torah halacha review for Monday morning, October 26th. We're speaking about the laws of making brachas, making blessings, brachot. During benching Birkat HaMazon, we are obligated to sit. We should be seated when we say Birkat HaMazon. The poskim say that this also applies to Al HaMechia, the shortened version of grace after meals when you've just had a snack of crackers or cookies, something like that. In regard to Borei Nefashot and a Bracha Rishona, some say that you may stand. The very shortest blessing you can make before and after food. Some say that you can stand. Ideally, one should sit for all brachas. All brachas nehanin, anything where you're going to enjoy some food or drink, you should be seated for those. If you recited a Bracha Rishona while standing, you can also say the Borei Nefashot, if that's the blessing that you're saying after your food, while standing as well. You should not be doing any other action while reciting a bracha that shows a lack of esteem, concern, mindfulness, some might say, for the bracha. You should not peel fruit. You should not be bringing utensils to the table, playing with a child, removing items from the table, or drying your hands while making a bracha. Just make the bracha, concentrate on that. It's a hard thing to do because usually we multitask. We convince ourselves that we can effectively do a bunch of things at once. The evidence is coming out that is not true, and of course, halacha knew that long before there were iPads and iPhones at board meetings, staff meetings. Yeah. So just to focus on what you're doing, it'll only take a few seconds and then move on to the next thing. Reciting a bracha when walking. Ideally, we don't do this. We don't make a bracha when we're walking. If it's difficult for some reason to stay in one position, it's permitted. Some say whether or not you're allowed to make a bracha when driving a car. Others say that when driving, you're allowed to make a bracha while driving a car, provided you can say the bracha with intention, with kavanah. Now, presumably someone riding in the car doesn't have this problem. They don't have to, there's nothing else to put their mind on but the good Lord above and blessing God for all of his bounty. So being a passenger in a car doesn't seem to present a problem. And in a case of need, when you drive through the coffee shop or whatever happens to be and you get your coffee, so you could even make the bracha on coffee, which is shahakol niya bidvaro. Okay, if you have a croissant with it, it's a different story, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, so we'll leave it there for today. Please join us again tomorrow. Meantime, have a good day, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.